Happening today, the Phoenix mother accused of smothering her 3 young children is expected back in court. Rachel Henry will face a judge in a case that's rocked our local community and her hometown in Oklahoma. Team 12's Jen Wahl joins us now live in Phoenix. So, Jen, what are we expected to learn today?
Rachel Henry is in court for an arraignment hearing where she could enter a not guilty plea. Now, keep in mind, police say she admitted to killing her 3 children. Henry, who's just 22 years old, is charged with first-degree murder for the deaths of 3-year-old Zane, 1-year-old Maria, and 7-month-old Catalea. Police say it happened at a home in South Phoenix last month. It's a case that has brought extreme grief to the young children's family and to communities stretching from here in the valley to Henry's hometown in Oklahoma. A family member told 12 News that Henry was addicted to meth and was acting strangely the days before the alleged murders. The children were laid to rest in Oklahoma over the weekend, where the family is originally from. Former friends and co-workers of Henry say they still can't believe what happened.
I was like, I don't know who that is, because I just didn't recognize her. How could you do that to your babies? You know, but something had to have not been right.
She could have done something with her life. She's dead to me, too.
Rachel Henry's arraignment is scheduled for 8:30 this morning. Stay with 12 News for the very latest. We're live in Phoenix. Jen Wahl, Today in AZ.